are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Pulls it in at the 13. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's got some space here. And down to the 11.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Shotgun now for Brady. Drops it to Jones in the flat. Touchdown! Ronald Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Now a first down throw. Stafford. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Stafford now to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball. but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Easy, alert! Alert!
To throw is Stafford. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Strong right. 21.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Stafford. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods.
And that's a first down for the Rams after the catch there by Robert Woods. And he's coming off a back-to-back 90-catch seasons. I've always admired his game. Throw it to him, hand it to him. He blocks downfield, a complete receiver that doesn't get the credit he deserves.
Check. Hey, 22.
Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
On the give, this is Akers.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
We got 4. We got 4. 40 got. 40 got.
Throwing is Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Stafford.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll run here with Akers.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Here's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
51's the mic. Hey, Alabama. Hey,
On 2nd and 10. Brady.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
To throw, it's Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Chris Godwin.
His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Takes it at the 7. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now it's Stafford.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked off near the 34. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
45. 22. 45.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Let's go, defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He's going deep for Brown. That's caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The fourth touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the route is on here in this first half. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Stafford. He'll dump this off to Akers. Oh, what a juke into space. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
The fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Dancing to his left. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
When they got off the field on 3rd down, an excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
On 4th down, Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by LeVar. And he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. 110 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Stafford. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception. Really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Michel, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And it's for pride now, but the Rams do get a bit closer.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Throwing now is Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Hey, goal 66. 72.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point put through by Succop. And that will extend this big lead. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 3rd down. Now Stafford. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll run a draw now with Akers. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Second and 5. Going right back to Akers. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Set, blue 60. Watch tight end. 4 down, 4 down. Zebra.
From the 50, it's Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Slam, slam, slam. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
What we got? Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. 72. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey,
Brady gonna throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Tampa Bay.
Go Bandit! 51, Mike! Mike 51! Shadow!
Into the red zone, it's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
51 to Mike!
To throw again on second down. Brady. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Strong right! Shadow! 3 down! 26 Mike! 26 Mike! You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby! Alert!
Now Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Watch the screen! 26 Mike! 26 Mike! I got you. Check it!
Again, it's Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up fourth down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Let's get off the field. 51 to Mike, boys. 51. All right. Here we go. Let's go, V. Let's go. Alert! Hey, let's get this. Hey, 66.
Brady to throw for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey!
They'll run here with Akers. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
The Rams on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Stafford. And able to find Higbee, it's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run this with Akers.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
2nd and 9.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Being chased. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Omaha, ready to move.
Back to throw. Stafford eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Carlton Davis picks it. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
41's coming. 41's a Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Right here. 41 Mike. Let's go on. No, 60 stick. 41's the Mike. Check, check, check 41. Let's go, defense. Goal 50. Man up. Easy. Ozzy.
Brady going to throw here. Looking downfield for Godwin.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Brady now to throw.
A check down here to Jones.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. To throw is Brady.
He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's going to have a Bucs first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Drops it to Jones in the flat. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Wait, set. 380. Here we go. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 3 down. 3 down. 72. 3 down. 3 down.
Brady to throw again. Flush to his right. Looking downfield for Godwin. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. That one good for 37 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now a run with Akers.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows